Good afternoon. So let me just probably, I think, in the interest of the time, I'm probably going to just skip through some slides. Let me just quickly introduce Glopor IMS. I'm here on behalf of both Glopor IMS and Talishma Corporation. We are, in the education space, we're a bit different. So what we do is we are the ICT and IT service management partners for the education and e-learning space. I'll share some of the details. Let me just quick through. So this is, in India, from let's say Ladakh to Kanyakumari, we are the IT infrastructure management services providers. Last year, we were regarded among the top 10 IMS companies. Recently, in the last 5-6 years, we've done quite well in India, and now we are building a global footprint on managing IT and ICT infrastructure for business and education and many others. Let me just jump into the context why we are here, all of us are here. So I guess, I'm sure all of you would agree, educating India, especially the younger population, which is a strength that we all of us have and proud of, is probably the single most important aspects of building India and the future, and really making it a knowledge-based global economic powerhouse. So is the case globally. As you all can see, like how businesses were dependent on IT and ICT in the past 2-3 decades, similarly it's happening in education. A few decades ago, usage of IT and ICT in education was not so well adapted, but recently, thanks to many players here and partners, ICT and IT service management is playing a very vital role, transforming delivery of education in all forms and all segments of education, may it be K-12, higher education, vocational service, training, certification, assessment, no matter what you have. So when we, empowering that Indian and global education through ICT and IT service management, excellence is our mission. So, this is one of the fundamental reasons why we all got together and said, what are some of the sectors in India which is really backbone of the country, and we identified education is one of them. And we said, look, we're going to focus on providing that, ICT and IT engine across India, just like Intel Insight strategy. So while many education solution partners and others are providing solution to, schools and students and training and others, we thought, okay, let us be the Intel Insight of those companies and really help deliver high quality IT support services to the education sector. Today we are the partner of choice for many leading education providers, e-learning content providers, training companies, education management companies across India. We are there today setting up and managing the classrooms, the digital classrooms, about 35,000 in India, and this is rapidly being scaled up now. So some of the footprint that we have, we are there everywhere, not just in Tier 1, Tier 2 cities, but also in the urban and rural landscape of India, including Tier 3 and Tier 4 cities. We serve in schools, preschools as well as K-12, and colleges and universities in the higher education space, a lot of vocational, career and corporate training, and also a lot of other products in the digital content space, or non-academic, or ERP, or learning solutions. So what is that we do for all these segments? We actually set up and manage the entire IT infrastructure. For example, let's say how in the bank, if an ATM or a website doesn't work, how is it a big loss every minute? So we calculate if some of this digital content, digital learning that you saw is not up and running, we will see, what is a loss for a kid, for a child in a school for not effectively learning that hour. And that's the mission that we have to make sure that we ensure the uptime and, effective learning of students in the schools across India, no matter where it is. Today we work with, many training and exam providers, like for example NSCIT. Today we have NAC and NACTech test in all the degree colleges and the engineering colleges across India. We are the one on the ground. We set up labs, prepare the test, and let the students take the test so that they are preferably employable in the race. We work with many ERP solution providers, like one of our partners, Talishma, I'm going to present now. and also a lot of virtual education and distance learning. So we are working with many international universities to transform the digital content into online library and helping them go 24/7. So really end-to-end transformation partner for the education. So why we do this is really understanding, working with our customers, may it be schools, education, solution content providers or e-learning companies. So we really, what we do is we help them focus on their core competencies, if it is a government policy making or innovation, effective education solution and delivery of the same, and really either the customer or student acquisition and relationship management. So with these key factors, if you look at in education, I mean education, you don't hear somebody going to a McKinsey and getting a business strategy consulting, or an Accenture and IBM getting a transformation, transformation services, and then really help you grow the business and really deliver, achieve your mission of delivering quality education. So actually that's what we do for education. If any large institution or a school thinking, okay, what if we were a business and go to McKinsey or an IBM or an Accenture and really transform ourselves and achieve our core business. This is the approach that we work with all the education players. So few stories to share quickly in the interest of time. So when we work with partners, this is one of the top education solution provider. So when we became as a partner, we were able to help them grow 5 to 6 times year on year versus maybe 1 or 2 times. And similarly many other education providers. We work with Talishma, I'm going to present now. They are ERP for higher education and education space. We work with them to understand the customer needs from the school and implement and manage the entire ERP for education space. We also work with a lot of training and certification programs, as I mentioned, NICIT certifications for financial space, NAC and NACTEC test in degree colleges and engineering colleges. And also now we are setting up a lot of English labs, working with our solutions across India, helping students to really get empowered in English, which is very critical today in terms of employability and their confidential and their confidence and how they can maximize their career growth. So this is a list of customers that we work through. So let me just move on to the ERP. Today, if you notice, in the education space, ERP is a big challenge. There is a lot of silos within the system, and everything is not well integrated, whether it's you take finance, library, student information, admission, the entire life cycle of an education system. There's a huge challenge, there is a huge need for higher education and schools to have an integrated ERP, which actually eliminate these silos. For example, starting from an admission process, there could be a lot of delays on how students think of a school, how well you handle the entire process, and how is it digitized and automated, and which may have an impact on your brand and competitiveness, and really not utilizing the best use of resources. Some of the silos that, as you can see, I'll just go to the picture representation. So silos can exist on all these areas, and how do you connect all of those in a digital environment through a system wherein you have a proper, where the student information system, CRM system, account finance, and the entire ecosystems of the ERP. And here is a sample cycle from admission, from an assessment to an admission process, how it can be digitized, and how all this can be integrated through a solution so that higher education can really have this integrated and grow. This is a simple 6 steps that Talishma follows. So if any of you are interested, please, there is a stall outside. Please come and talk to our team here, and they will be able to engage with you. So this is the overall campus view ecosystem, and these are some of the large customers. Manipal is Talishma's customer, and Harvard University. There are about 1,700 campuses globally run on campus management. So if there is a really need for you in this space, there's a pain, please come and talk to us. So I'll just end this with a small video presentation. Thank you. Once.
IMS, a fast-growing, pure-play IT service and infrastructure management services company, helping business to achieve their core business objectives through IT service management excellence.
Excuse me. Can we skip this video? because we still have another two presenters. I don't want obviously at that time. Thank you very much. And as you said, anybody who